There's some hormonal imbalance, there's some GI imbalance, there's some food intolerances, there's all these things, skin conditions that are linked to these endocrine disruptors, that are linked to these hormone disruptors. So we do not want to sacrifice our body and our health for those. That's why we learn these tricks. To bring you a very important tip. I have been getting questions from people and comments from people who are loving the laundry tips. So I want to keep that going. One reason is because when we are looking at detoxifying the food in our body, one area that we cannot ignore are the things around us. Last week, if you were with me, I commented on how to dilute laundry soap. So today I'm actually in my laundry room and wanted to mention fabric softener. I would use like my big, this is a 64 ounces of Big Household Cleaner that is empty. I have used it up. You can use any other container that you have. I just love reusing these containers. So last time I reused the Thieves laundry soap after I poured it out and diluted it. I used that bottle for vinegar. I'll show that to you. So I filled it up and just reused this for vinegar, and then can put the vinegar in our load of laundry. This is the best household cleaner on the face of the planet. We have literally used it for 9 years. It's amazing. I use it on mirrors, floors, toilets, bathtubs. And when this is empty, I thought, hey, this is a great size for me to put the fruit and veggie wash in. And I know this sounds weird, and that's why I'm going live with you to show you that it's just that, okay? Someone had mentioned after the fruit and veggie wash came out, and y'all, this is amazing. So if you're someone that likes to frequent the farmers markets, or even you have your own garden and you just need to wash your fruits and vegetables, you know, bugs and everything get on there. This cleans off toxins, chemicals, pesticides, all the junk off of fruits and vegetables. I cannot get over how much is in the bottom of my sink after I wash my fruits and vegetables. So this is fruit and veggie soak. All I do when I bring my fruits and vegetables home is I take a capful, put it in my entire sink, like the sink is full of water, and then I'll put my strawberries down in there, my grapes. I'll get my colander to do the blueberries, so I'm not picking little blueberries out one by one, and wash all of my fruit. Now, if you have someone in your home that has a sensitivity to a food, like we do with raspberries, I do that last. Okay, so I still use the same water. I may, if I have tons of fruit and tons of vegetables, like rinse it, let it drain, and do it one more time for the veggies. But I'll end up putting like my apples in there and then using my little scrubber to wash those before I put them away as well. It helps your fruit and vegetables even last longer. Okay, go ahead and get all the gunk off. I have found them to mold slower and last longer by putting a capful of this in the sink and washing those. Now, the tip then came out after this was released. They're like, this is making a great fabric softener. But with all of our Young Living products, they are very, very concentrated. So I take, let's see how many ounces are in here. I take this 16-ounce bottle of fruit and veggie wash, and I simply pour the entire thing in the 64-ounce bottle. Then I fill the rest with water, and that is what I put in my fabric softener dispenser of the washing machine. This helps the clothes, I would say, just not feel so crisp and maybe wrinkly. It also makes them less static. So like a lot of people who go the natural route, they're like, what do you do for static? I have laundry in here, but let me see if I can find my balls. So I have both a cotton ball as well as these little blue balls that help reduce the friction and the static. But this also helps when you put it in there. Don't go buy chemicals and fabric softener just because you don't like the static. Do not. I mean, it's just not worth it. The toxins that you're breathing in, the toxins that you're putting on your body. And if you're in this group and if you're listening, I assume like there's some hormonal imbalance, there's some GI imbalance, there's some food intolerances, there's all these things, skin conditions that are linked to these endocrine disruptors, that are linked to these hormone disruptors. So we do not want to sacrifice our body and our health for those. That's why we learn these tricks. You can also make some from like baking soda and vinegar. You can look up recipes. I am not a particular, I'm not a lover of DIY stuff. In particular, the reason why I've had just as many DIY recipes fail as I have succeed. And when they fail, I feel like I've wasted the entire product that I tried with the DIY. So I know this works. I know it's simple. I simply pour it in, fill it up with water, done. I'm not looking for recipes. It's time saving for me. And I know it works. So I'm going to fill the rest of this up with water. And then I'm going to put it in my dispenser and continue washing clothes. We had some pool parties and stuff this weekend, and I feel like I'm overloaded with laundry. So just wanted to give y'all that tip as I was refilling my bottle, and also wanted to encourage you to use this on your fruits and vegetables as you get your produce from either the store or a farmer's market this summer and spring. But it was so good to come on and just connect with you. What do you use? Like, comment below, let me know what you use for, if you use anything for fabric softener. Once it's diluted, I add it to the fill line of the washing machine. So like wherever the fabric softener dispenser is, I have 2 lines, like one for a small load, one for a large load, and just go to that fill line. Again, it's 16 ounces here going in a 64-ounce bottle, so it's pretty diluted. And this lasts probably maybe a little over 2 months, because you're just putting a little bit in there. And then it also, like the fruit and veggie wash already has several essential oils. It has ginger, tarragon, citronella, lemon, peppermint, tea tree, rosemary, clove. It smells wonderful. So it also gives a boost of, like, I hate to say the word fragrance because fragrance is so contaminated and so chemical driven, but it does give that a nice aromatherapy to the clothing. So I know, like, when we went natural, like, one thing is at first it was like, I miss all my yummy smells, but you still get all these yummy smells and they just are so much more refreshing. It makes a huge difference. Once pulling chemicals out of our home, I remember going to the mall, and we walked into the mall and they had just cleaned the toilets, and so there was, cleaner, blue cleaner, and if it's blue, it's not natural. I just hate to tell you that, but your blue soap, your blue cleaners, not natural at all. But, it had the blue in the toilet bowl, and Tyler peed in there. And so it created the fumes and the bubbles as he's urinating in the toilet. And I remember having to leave, like, he was dying, like all the mucus production and we didn't get into anaphylaxis. There's been if you know my story, there's been a few times that we've gotten close to where I thought, oh gosh, we've got to go to the hospital. But luckily we've never used an EpiPen. We have used a lot of apple cider vinegar and charcoal, activated charcoal, for allergies and mucus production. So if you need more in that area, I've got some videos on that, and I'd love to talk to you about that. But an EpiPen also has a lot of, it's an immediate help, but it can also have long-term reactions. So, we just do it to stay as natural as we can up front to prevent those long-term reactions, and wait and see if we actually need that. We are, like walking that walk and talking that talk right now, I'm being extremely careful in my home with our food. Tyler has a medical procedure a week from tomorrow, and we need to go into that 100% clean. That's what I mean, like paying attention to detoxification, paying attention to, you know, open methylation pathways. And all of these things get clogged in our endocrine system, our hormone system, and our detoxification pathways get clogged. Our liver starts being not working as efficiently as a filter if we're not paying attention to ingredients as a whole. Okay, so I love hearing that our homes, not only our bodies, but our homes are becoming like a sanctuary of toxic-free and like a toxic-free environment for you. There is no, I've heard, you know, your home is the worst place you can actually be. It can be the most toxic environment ever because it does not have the ventilation systems that our office buildings and our like malls and big buildings have. So take care of your home, be the gatekeeper of your home, and really pay attention to that. So again, I poured the entire fruit and veggie wash into a 64-ounce container, and I just fill it to the fill line of the wash machine for that fabric softener dispenser. I can measure it if you need me to, but if you have one, let me know, and we will go from there. Another thing about this DIY is it's so simple, and your kids can make it for you. You can teach them why you're making it. You can teach them how to make it. You can have them fill the bottle with water if nothing else. If they're small, hey, fill this for mommy. We're going to use this in our laundry. It will stay with them and trigger their thoughts down the road. I'll talk to you later. Bye.